Hi everyone, this is going to be a video where I apply, wear all day, and give you my review and thoughts on the newest foundation, I guess, product from Revlon. It's in their Illuminance line. It is called the Serum Tint Broad Spectrum with SPF 15. So if you have seen this on the market, if you want something that is supposed to look skin-like as a tinted moisturizer slash foundation, then keep watching. Thank you so much for being subscribed to the channel, and there's also an Instagram account if you want to go follow over there. If you are on the market for a new foundation, one that I recently reviewed and that I love is by Glossier. This is their newest foundation, their stretch foundation. So if you're looking for something a little more than a tinted serum or a tinted moisturizer, then also go check out that video. I'll link it in the upper right hand corner as another option that you might be interested in. Make sure you check the description box, or I will also link the product in the products tag in the video itself. Those are usually affiliate links. The product tags are affiliate links, and then in the description box, they're usually affiliate links. I always mark them if they are. And there's just gonna be a lot of new drugstore product reviews on the channel, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you stay tuned. Let's go into looking at the product claims for this new serum tint to see what we're supposed to get out of it. Oh, before we do that, I forgot to tell you, you can purchase this through Amazon, Ulta, maybe a few other places. The price is sort of varying. I see anywhere between $11.40 all the way up to something like $18-ish. Obviously, you want to hunt around for the most affordable price. And when I link in the description box, I always try to link, at least at that time, the place where it is most affordable. It is a squeeze tube with a band here, so you hopefully can kind of see what the shade looks like inside. In the product, you get 0.94 fluid ounces, so less than a full fluid ounce, but pretty close. For a tinted product, this comes in a surprising range of shades. It looks like there's 15 or 16 total shades. Revlon says that this has light coverage to instantly and visibly enhance your complexion and give you even skin tone over time, with results showing up in 4 to 8 weeks. And it does say it's buildable coverage, so starting with light coverage to buildable coverage. In terms of evening out your skin tone, it says it's supposed to reduce dark spots over time and give you a natural, healthy looking glow with a satin finish. It does have an SPF of 15. And when we focus on the skin enhancing or skincare claims, the ingredients do include hyaluronic acid to help hydrate the skin. There's ginger root extract, some vitamin C, also vitamin E. But I also do see that the formula contains some denatured alcohol, which can dry out the skin. You also get in there some niacinamide, which is nice. And when we talk about the sunscreen ingredients, that would be octinoxate, titanium dioxide, and nano zinc oxide. I will also point out that there is some fragrance added to this product. Unfortunately, it is at the very end of the ingredients list in the form of citral, but I just want to point that out to you. All right, now that we know what the product is supposed to do, let's go ahead and start applying and see how that goes. So I've applied all of my skincare and my sunscreen. I'm very tired, which you can probably tell. But let's get to applying. So this is what it looks like in the box. And if I haven't said already, it's 209 Buff Beige is the shade that I will apply. That's what the tube looks like. It's pretty small compared to just the packaging for a normal size foundation or tinted moisturizer. There's no specific directions for application other than apply at least 15 minutes before getting into the sun. Make sure you wear an independent at least SPF 30 sunscreen, because the SPF in this product alone is not sufficient. So let's do one side of my face just to see if we can see what difference there is between applied and not. So what the shade looks like. I'll apply with my fingers on this side at least. Has sort of a nostalgic smell to it, actually. What does this remind me of? It reminds me of some other classic drugstore foundation. So it's applying smoothly. I can definitely see an evening of my skin tone, although it's on the subtle side, but honestly more coverage than I would necessarily expect for something that's called a tint. And a good color match. And I have a blemish here and here. I have blemishes everywhere, but those are the two noticeable ones. And even with just one layer, I definitely have sort of a dying down of the redness there. So one layer applied here, nothing on this side. Again, subtle, but noticeable. Very skin-like finish. I wouldn't say maybe like the slightest mattifying effect, but nothing major or dramatic. And there's definitely no shimmery or shininess. So hopefully you can see up close. It's very smooth on the skin. Let's go ahead and apply another layer and build up, see what coverage we get. Hopefully you can see there is a buildup in the coverage for sure. Overall, still on the, I would say, light to medium level of coverage, still very skin-like, but adding that second layer, there's definitely a bump up in the opacity and the coverage that you get from the product. So nothing applied except for skincare and sunscreen, and 2 layers applied with the fingers. Applied versus nothing. I'll do the application on the other side with the Kabuki foundation brush. See if there's any noticeable difference in the results we get. It looks beautiful with brush application too, which is great. Gives you flexibility in how you prefer to apply it. Maybe slightly better coverage with one brush, but still this one side with brush application. I think this side with 2 layers with the fingers is still more opaque. So one side with brush and the 2 sides with finger application. All right, I'll go ahead and apply a little more on the brush side to join it up and have the same layers as the first side, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, there is finished initial application of the product without anything else. Now that I step back and look back, maybe this is a tad pale for my skin. I usually am an NC20, maybe a little darker in MAC. It's a little white on my skin, and you can see it's a little yellow, more yellow on the neck area, but probably in the winter time this will be a perfect match. Other than that, it looks lovely on the skin. It's smooth, it blends nicely, it layers nicely. I'm getting good and better coverage than even expected necessarily from a tint. Looks very skin-like. I'm very happy with the initial way that it looks. And just to let you know, if throughout the video or any time in the video you see that the top part of my forehead area is flaky, that's not from this product. It's just my skin is a little flaky right now in that forehead area from doing exfoliating treatments. But there's the brush application side and the side that we already looked at before. And here's what it looks like in daylight. Okay, so here's the finished look. Rest of the makeup is applied. Translucent powder has been applied. I used a new setting powder by Milk Makeup. It is translucent light. They have a few shades in the range. And yeah, I really like the packaging, especially the design that regulates how much powder comes out of the jar. And it has no color, but it has a natural mattifying effect, as you can see on my skin. So yeah, I've been enjoying using this. And just up close, a look at what the skin looks like. So like usual, I'm gonna wear this throughout the day and I will check in with you and let you know final thoughts after a full day's wear. All right, so it's been not quite 8 hours. Usually I try to do a minimum of 8 hours for you, but I'm not gonna be able to check in later on. So I wanna show you what it looks like after almost a full times wear. Obviously more shiny because I do naturally have kind of oily, shinier skin, but it's worn really nicely. I will say there's, I feel like a little bit of collection, you know, this place where your nose meets your cheek, I guess, on each side, and a little bit of emphasizing or falling into my pores or lines here and in this area, but it's minor. And I pretty much see that with all foundations that I wear. Otherwise, you can see the coverage has maintained the smoothness and the skin-like nature of the product has kept itself pretty consistent. If you want to know what's on my eyes, I used the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. I do kind of an application more in-depth review in my other video, which is for the Revlon New Gel Serum blushes. That's also the blush that I'm actually wearing 2 shades, blushes that I'm wearing in this video, and I swatch all the shades for you in that video, so I'll link that up here if you want to go check that out too. And I guess I'll shout out a couple other things that I've been loving. So I've actually shown this product in several, I think, kind of what's new beauty favorites videos before. It is Ava NYC's Main Magic 10-in-1 primer, but the ones I usually have are the normal size. If you are a Costco member and you're shopping at Costco, they're currently carrying this jumbo size. This is, I think I've used up 2 full regular sized bottles of this, and now this is my third bottle in the jumbo size. Definitely cost effective. Ava NYC is already a pretty affordable brand. I have a lot of things in the brand's line that I really like, but this is my favorite one. It is something that I use out of the shower mostly, but also if you want to kind of tame some frizzies, this is nice too. It smells fantastic. So this is my kind of go-to staple for priming, protecting, smoothing out, giving some shine to the hair and making it smell great. And I almost never talk about fragrances because I really rarely wear fragrance. I used to a lot more when I was younger, but honestly, I have a pretty sensitive nose, and most fragrances, and definitely pretty much all colognes, irritate my nose. They give me a headache. Even if I initially like something, after just a few minutes, it's something that I almost never wear perfume. So I really want to suggest that if you are like me and you want to wear fragrance, maybe you give this one a try. It is Ellis Brooklyn's Apple Love perfume, and it is so lovely and unlike any perfume that I've ever smelled before. It is so appealing to the nose. It does have that apple tone, but it's very authentic. Part of the reason why I get irritated by a lot of fragrances is because of the fake nature of most scents. This is very authentic, just a very calm, beautiful smelling fragrance. So especially if you're able to smell this in person, check it out, even if you're normally not a fragrance person. Okay, so those are my concluding thoughts about this skin tint. I actually kind of like that it's in a smaller tube. You get almost the full ounce. I wish they had just made it a round full ounce, but in any case, it's nice for traveling. It's a lot easier for me to put in my gym bag or in a travel makeup bag if I'm going somewhere. Most importantly, I think it looks great on the skin, has good ingredients for your skin, which is nice too. So thumbs up on this product for me. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below or any thoughts if you've used it yourself. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.